Hey everybody, it's BATJAC J.W. here, and I thank you for clicking on this video, and I thank you for being here with me at this moment on this video, because this is a very special video for the channel, well, for a lot of reasons. It is the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July. It's a great time, and I am a very proud American. I love this country. This is my home. It's the best country to live in, bar none, right? So amen to that. But another thing, it marks 4 years of doing this channel. That's right, it marks 4 years for BATJAC J.W. to be on YouTube and be on multiple screens, phones, computers, laptops, tablets, everywhere, all over the place. A lot of people have been watching my content. It's been crazy to think that this is 4 years now of doing this, which I stop and think about that, and I just say, that's crazy. When I first started doing this, I really didn't think anybody would be watching any of this stuff, really. I thought, well, I'll go ahead and try it. Maybe we'll see how that works out. I don't know. Maybe not. It might be good. It might not be good. So there was a test video that I did, and it's really interesting too, because I've talked about this in other my anniversary videos that I've done here. And you know, this year took some turns that I did not ever expect the channel to take, which led to removing some videos that I've done, which is sad, because I would never want to take away something that I did and originally posted up on the channel, but because of certain things, and of course we all know, but to save the channel, to preserve it, to make sure nothing were to happen to it, I made those decisions to remove certain videos. So, but the catalog of stuff that I have done is, for the majority, for the most part, it's up there. You can check it out. So I remember when I first started this, it is now kind of got into a category, or whatever you want to call it, however you want to put it, to where I like it. I like what I'm doing. I've been able to associate and further associate it and interject it and put it into the videos and stuff that I've been doing, my love for film and firearms. That's where it comes from for me. That's a lot of the extent of it. Just the love of movies and the guns. They just, without the love for movies, I don't know if I'd really be into it, because that's really where it comes from for me. There's so many things I bought because of a movie. It's just the way I do. That's my interest, is the films. So without that, I don't know. Maybe it could have been a whole different other type of YouTube bit. A lot of people ask me, they go, well, how many of these things do you have, because you've got so many on the videos? Well, not everything is mine. Every time I had a chance to video or photograph a gun that may not necessarily been mine, I did so, because I wanted to bring the channel a variety of content, a lot of different things. So especially when there was things like Glocks and all these other types of other guns, there's been so many that I can't even keep track of. It's just because the stuff I really normally wouldn't buy. I probably wouldn't have bought it. So, but if I had the opportunity to photograph it, or if it was something cool I wanted to photograph it, heck yeah, I'll photograph it. But a lot of times for me, this stuff is a revolving, it's a door that goes in and out. I have bought, sold, traded many guns of the collection that were in the videos. There's a lot of the guns that were used in these videos that have been traded away, sold away, and they're gone. And to obtain something else, and I mess with that for a while until I'm tired of it, and it probably gets sold or traded away. It's just been, that's the nature of it. I wish I did have all the money that I could ever want, so I could keep it all and just like put safes and safes and safes. But unfortunately, that's just not the way it goes. You get to selling, and then you got not much of a collection. You just kind of rotate them in a way. Play with one thing for a while, get bored of it, sell it, get something else. So there's been some rock stars that I would like to say are some rock star guns that have been on the channel and stuff like that. So, and one of them I brought out strictly for this video, and this is my Cimarron Rooster Shooter. Yep, there it is. And this is some of the very early videos I was putting up was all about this gun right here. This is it. This is the exact one. It's cool. It's rustic. The story behind this is absolutely, I think it was so crazy that I had to share it on some sort of platform. And the way this all started was obviously John Wayne. And of course, if you've been a subscriber to my channel and stuff, John Wayne is he's my hero. He's an icon. He's just he's larger than life. He's a legend to me. He's just everything. He's really cool. And his signature thing in his movies was these grips, these aged kind of yellow grips, which actually this one's kind of cracking on me. But that's his signature look. So this is it. So when I got to searching around on the internet, found out there's this thing by Cimarron called the Rooster Shooter, where they offered a set of yellow grips on them, and which I actually have. Let's see if I can get them out here for you. Hopefully they're not broken. I had to ship everything, broken again. Nope. So I'm in good shape. I should protect them a little bit more because they mean a lot to me. These are the original grips that came on that gun, right here. That's them. Those are the grips that came on this gun, and boy, did I love them. And I played with this gun a lot. I didn't even get it. It wasn't even in my hands 24 hours. And I dropped it because the finish that was on this gun was like an acid wash finish. It was like a battleship gray, and it would rust on you constantly because it was just bare metal. So I was oiling it up and trying to figure out what to do. It dropped, and it broke the grip right here. Just busted it right off. I saw the piece fly. My heart sank, and I said, "Oh man, that was like, what am I going to do now?" But what it wound up leading me to, and just to fill you in a little bit of some backstory on that, I did try to contact the people that made this, which is Bar S. That's who made the set I have. They're of course different now. They have all different sets now on theirs by different makers. I always thought maybe these looked the best because I've seen some of the ones that are out now, and quite frankly, I'm not impressed. But just being honest with you. But I tried to contact Bar S. Apparently they're no longer around or something, and I contacted Cimarron. They really didn't. I gotta admit, right then and right there, Cimarron's customer service is not the best. They basically were not gonna send me a new pair of grips. So, but hey, this is one of those situations. It was a happy miracle. It was a good accident that happened because it led me to looking at those and saying, I think I can make those. I think I can make a set that looks like that. So my thinking cap started going and going and going. And basically over the course of 3 years, off and on, tinkering around with it, getting frustrated with it, shelving the idea, opening the box back up and diving into it again. This is something that really I've not really shown too much, and this is every type of prototype grip I have ever made, messing with this stuff constantly. Again, like this is stuff I've never shown at all out there. And of course, one of the things I was trying to do was to reproduce those. As you can see, I've had many sets that have come close to it. See there? Mine. the ones that I had. I've come somewhat close sometimes. Then I started to get interested in saying, well, what if I don't really want to replicate what they have? I want to kind of do my own thing. I started getting a little bit more creative and trying to make something a little bit more aged ivory look. You know, thinking, well, bone kind of ages a different way. Then I was looking at the white type grips that they offer by some of the other companies, and I thought, well, they don't look the greatest. So I did my own take on that, which is trying to make them a little bit more aged yellow, kind of with the imperfections. And that was a big thing for me, was like the imperfections was important to incorporate onto them. Now each one of these is handmade, hand colored, sanded, and polished. So they're all going to be different, unique, and that's just the way they are. So they're all different. They're all going to be different when I make them. So I started doing them and fitting them up and learning about it and making my own and putting them on my gun. And so I had some here that I purchased from. This is actually a pair I purchased from Buffalo Brothers out of Mesa, Arizona. They do a real good job. Liked it. This was on my gun for a long time. Did a lot of videos with this grip on my gun. This is a pretty darn close copy of John Wayne's yellow grips. You can see they're pretty close to that one. Maybe, yeah, they're pretty close, really close. Buffalo Brothers did do a really good job. They even have one that's like kind of what they call a little bit more antiqued, so it's got a little bit more character to it. Then here's my take on those, trying to replicate that, and I'll show you here. That's my color, and that's just eyeballing the color, eyeballing that color, and then on the other side, trying to do that color. So, and then putting my finger grooves, and of course I do a one piece. That's the way I design them to be, a one piece grip. If you don't know how that works, that I have a video on it actually. You remove the two screws from the back strap right here, and then that bottom one right there, and then this part of the grip comes off, or the frame comes off, and then you just slip it through and glue them together by that block in the middle. And that's even the way the Buffalo Brothers intend you to do it, right there with that cutout block. So I have a lighter pair that I made, a little bit more, and of course it's got the character and the aging going through it and everything, so it makes it kind of different. So some stuff I did. Those are my nice set, right? So I was just doing that for myself. I was just trying to mess with it and do it. And one of the coolest things came from it. Out of all that, messing around with it and tinkering around with it, something happened that I never intended to happen or had intentions to do, which was somebody contacted me on YouTube. And they said, would you ever sell it? How much would you want to sell a set for? I thought about that and I said, I never had any intentions of ever selling a set. So I didn't know what to do. I really, it was like trying to ponder that. I was like, I don't know. What do I do? How do I do that? So I thought about it. I knew that the other companies were in the $80 to $100 range. I said, well, I didn't want to do that. Never wanted, I mean, I felt like that was, even for me when I bought those and I paid that kind of money for it, I kind of felt like maybe that was a bit too, that was a lot of money. That's a lot of money for some grips. So I thought about it. We came up with this number of $50. And of course, some shipping money. So, flat rate box ships it out for $6. I figure, I didn't want to do that. Well, shipping and handling, I'll take $15 off of it. It's like, come on. You throw these things in a flat rate box and get it to somebody in 3 days. So, I made up a pair, and we exchanged numbers. We started talking to each other on the phone about this, really because of the grips. I've like I said, I don't have any intention to sell it. So here it is. I'm selling it to this guy. So yeah, he sent me some money. I sent him the grips, and it was out here to Arizona is where they went. He got them. He was very happy. I was just as excited for him to get them as I think he was to receive them. And this guy wound up being one of my best friends out here, and that is Santee from the Arizona Ghost Riders. I really mean that. And Santee introduced me to another great friend that I now have become. These guys have become like family to me out here, and that's Dirty Dan. And these two guys really came through for me and went above and beyond what anybody that you just met would normally do, and that's what makes them family, and that's what changes things. You just become extremely good friends. To have met somebody like that and to gain a friendship over something that like this was pretty damn amazing. So the story, everything that goes in with these grips, absolutely just amazing to have gained something like that. And then next thing you know it, I got a contact from somebody else, and it was a fellow named Bob. And all of a sudden he wants a set, and I think he bought 2 sets from me, which is really insane to have thought that I came up with something, I came up with this idea to do something, and I filmed it and I documented it. I felt like it was something that I was doing that was different and unique enough. I thought I can't be the only person that is obsessed with John Wayne's yellow aged ivory pistol grips. So I started documenting it, filming it, posting it on this thing called YouTube. And here I am 4 years later, and with over 10,000 subscribers. We are at, 11,000 something subscribers. And it just shocks me. So I thank each and every one of you that have subscribed, that are watching this video, and you've stuck it out. And there's a lot of you that have been there for a long, long time, from all the way from the beginning. And that's really cool. There's so many of you that have sent me things. I gotten gifts, which I never, ever would have imagined, something like that happening. I've been gifted a lot of things from a lot of you, and I have all these things. I have a Hondo poster, and I know I've been asked questions like, "Hey, where's Hondo? Where's Hondo?" It's because I'm trying to figure out how to get it on this wall without it falling. It fell, and I don't want it to get damaged. There's so many cool things that I've gotten and received, and and some of you even supported me, with money and things. It's just so. When I wanted to try Ballistol, I couldn't get Ballistol out where I was at. So somebody, all of a sudden, I get a package, and I'm getting Ballistol from you guys, and this whole YouTube community thing it's been so life changing for me. It really has. It has changed so much of my life, and has now become a big part of my life. It has become a super big part of my life, an important part of my life now. So it's amazing, and I want to keep going with it. I love doing this stuff, and I love sharing with you guys. And also, I'd like to thank Badman Bullets, because Badman Bullets was the first and only guy to really step in there and say, I'm going to help you out. Whatever you need, let me help you out with it, so we can get to shooting bullets and shooting our videos where we go to the range and shoot some stuff. And his products are great. I was using him and buying his stuff before he even became kind of a sponsor of the channel. So when I started thinking about, wow, sponsorship from somebody, that's never, wow. So t-shirts, hats, products, and things, and I definitely would not promote something that was garbage. I really think his lead bullets that he's been producing is absolutely top of the line stuff. Talked to him many times on the phone, so He's always check him out. Always check out his website. You know, he's one of those guys, and I love supporting smaller individual people that are trying to do this, you know, this little project of theirs and their little company and keep them going. That's why I always go to mom and pop shops and stuff and to buy my stuff because I want to support that. I believe that's the heartbeat of America is these smaller shops. You know, so if I have the opportunity, you know, so yeah, maybe this mega department store type thing, you know, they may have a gun in there that I want. I'm gonna go to mom and pop shop and see if they can get it for me, and I'll go get it from them. You know, support them a little bit, even if it's like, you know, a little bit more sometimes. But generally, the price is always matched. So, and I've been lucky to find some of that out here. So, also on the channel, if you have not checked it out, I have throwback videos I've been doing. That's a recent new thing I've been doing. Throwback videos right here. I've discovered some of these. I got my hands on some of them. They're really vintage old magazines. So this one here is from October 1984, which is really cool. You know, they're introducing the Colts 45 ACP officers model. That's really cool. So I have that video on the main channel here. So check it out. Also, don't forget to check out my my second channel, that is BATJAC J.W radio show. I do life vlogs and other things, odds and ends, weird, quirky, goofy, funny videos, you know, because my model right here has always been, you know, kind of my mission statement in a way. You know, you gotta live, you gotta laugh. Life is short. It really is. So, you know, to spend it all so serious and all wound up all the time, it's just not really fun. Yeah, so I like to have fun with this stuff. That's the main thing. Because the minute I'm not having fun with this stuff anymore, it's time to hang it up. When it becomes something that I've got to do this, I've got to run, you know, run this as hard as I can because I you know, it's just not fun for me. I gotta enjoy it. I gotta have fun with it. And for me, having fun with it is watching El Dorado, holding this thing in my hand, or having it next to me on the couch or something like that, and watching it. And maybe when John Wayne pulls his out, you know, and goes, hey, you know, we're gonna get into this fracas or something, you know, and I got mine too. So that to me is really cool. That's where it's all. Something about that is just awesome. So I'm gonna get out of here, and before I do, don't forget also, what is this box? Why is this sitting here? Because out here now that I moved out to Arizona, of course the grips have come to a halt, but they're starting back up again because I have gotten the products to make them again. Out here, I got them all the way out here. I got the stuff that I've been using in Hawaii. How can that be? But I got it. I got it shipped to me. It's here. So I can't wait to start pouring some up. And if you're subscribed to the channel, definitely, hopefully you're subscribed to the second channel because I'll be documenting a lot more of it on there. There will be some stuff on this channel, but check out my second channel. That's BATJAC J.W radio show. And of course my Patreon channel, BATJAC J.W on Patreon. All the content there is free. It doesn't cost you a dime. But if you do want to support me and everything like that, obviously that's awesome. Thank you so much. And there's a lot of you that do. That really helps me out trying to get into these type of things and fund this kind of stuff, because I can't wait to bring some of the new stuff that we're gonna do and turn out and bring it out to you guys. So I've latched on with partnership with good old Dirty Dan, and we're going to see what kind of grips we can come up with and what kind of cool stuff. So stay tuned. That marks 4 years on this YouTube thing, and it's pretty amazing. So thanks, you guys. Appreciate it. Have a happy 4th of July. God bless America. Thank you for being here on my channel and sticking it out with me, man. 4 years. You guys really have changed my life. I really thank you for that. So thank you for